all right, everybody. Look, I've got another box. Right, okay, I've got part of the box. But what was inside part of this box? Well, on there it says TESWAY X7 AWD. And AWD stands for all-wheel drive. Ooh, nice. Okay then, so let's get what was inside this box put together and get it back by here. Right by here. Right, okay, so here it is all put together. Quite a big bike, quite a nice looking bike as well. Now there are two versions of this bike. The step over, which is the X7, this one, and the step through, which is the X5. And I'll put the colours up by here. I believe the X5 comes in red and black, and the X7 comes in black and blue. Now, what did I have to do to put this bike together? Well, first of all, I put the mudguard on with the top bolt there, and then further down by there, bolt on that side and a bolt on the other side. And then I put the front wheel on, which is a hex or Allen key, and it's got a spacer behind. Then the handlebars went on. There's a top bolt there to do up and two on the side there. And then you've got to put the headlight on with these brackets, and there is a connector down by there somewhere. And then the last thing I did was put the seat in and put the pedals on. Right, okay, so this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres or 1.78 metres. Now, lovely upright position, and the springs on the back actually bounce up and down, so it does feel nice and comfy. So looking down here at the front and the rear brakes, 203mm discs and 4-pot hydraulic brakes. The tyres are branded Kenda, and instead of the usual 20x4-inch tyre, they're actually branded 90 by 100 by 16. The wheel is actually classed as a 20-inch wheel, but it's got a motorcycle size tyre on it. So the battery is huge. It's massive. It's a big battery for an e-bike. It's 52 volts by 60 amp hours. You can see here's a big battery. Now it does make the bike a bit heavy when you go to lift it at the back here. It is quite heavy, and that is due to the battery, and it's a big bike. So it has got a rear light, there we go, and a brake light. Let's press the brake light like that. Very nice. And then let's spin the bike round, and you can see the front headlight. So I don't know how well you can see in this light, but it has got a DRL, daytime running light, and then it has got a headlight as well, and that looks very bright. So looking up here, you've got your 7-speed Shimano, then the display is a colour display, very nice looking display, and then over here you've got your controls, you've got your plus and minus button, your walk function, information, on-off button, and the headlight button. Now, I just want to point out one thing, down by here, down by there, right by here, come a little bit closer, just a little bit more, down by there, look. It's got some sort of like bump stops that you get on motorbikes. So when you turn the handlebars like so and like so, they stop a little bit short of the normal travel. So when you're turning the bike, when you're manoeuvring it, when you're pushing the bike around, not when you're on the bike, when you're just trying to get the bike out of your back garden, there is a slightly less turning circle. Okay then, so that was a look around the TESWAY X7 AWD. So let's get this bike out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are out on the open road, and at the moment I've got it in level 1, pedal level assist 1, and we're doing around about 9 miles per hour in level 1 like that. So there we go. And it does feel quite nice in this power level, just going along the mountain roads. So let's pop it into level assist 2, and we are up to 12, 13, let's have a look, 13, it's almost, I think I was about 14 miles per hour in level assist 2. So let's pop into level 3, and that is cutting out now. I think it's cutting out, is it? I felt like I cut it out at about 15 15.5 miles per hour. Let's just check again when I get somewhere flat. Now, I have got a big massive 60 amp hour battery, so range isn't an issue, but let's just try this. Let's watch this van. Bit flat by here, just trying to see. Yeah, I think about 15.5, 16 miles per hour. So if I go on level 4, on level 5, yeah, it's still locked at 15.5. So at the moment it is set at 15.5 miles per hour. Now, there's probably a way, there is probably a way of making this go faster than 15.5 miles per hour. Because if you look on other websites, you can see different versions of the top speed. But at the moment, for today, it's a nice sunny day. I got it in locked mode, 15.5 miles per hour, and I haven't put the optional thumb throttle on. So I'm trying to be as legal as possible. Because I know that some people in the comment section do get a little bit irritated about the power of e-bikes and stuff, but I'm not an irresponsible e-bike rider, and I try and stick to as close to the limits as possible, and I always drive where there's hardly any traffic. So with that being said, so far this bike is amazingly comfortable. Amazingly comfortable. It is the rear suspension, perfect. It's perfect. It's not too baggy or saggy, and it's not too tight. It's just right. The seat is wide. The handlebars are wide. You're in an upright position, so it is fantastic. Now, at the moment, I've only got it in rear motor mode, so I haven't put it in dual motor mode yet. But we'll come to this hill by here in front of us. It's quite a steep hill. There is a steeper one further on, so maybe I'll try the dual motor mode in the steeper one further on. So here's the hill here. Easy. I'm not doing any work at all. I'm just making the pedals go round. It has slowed down to 13.3 miles per hour. 13 miles per hour there, look. It has slowed down 12.5. I'm still not putting any pressure on the pedals. And now we're speeding up again now because the hill is becoming less, if that's the right word. The hill is becoming less of a hill and more of a flat. So I think I'm catching up this bloke in front of me who's got just pedal power. He hasn't got an electric bike. But so far this bike, my initial impressions are an extremely comfortable e-bike to ride. You know, very, very, very comfortable. Smoother at all the bumps. The tyres feel good too. So far, so good. Now, I did mention earlier in the video that it's got 203mm discs and 4-pot hydraulic brakes. So we'll give them a try in a bit. We'll try and bed the brakes in a little bit first to give it half a chance. But I expect it to be pretty good. Now, the bike is heavy, so it does need them big brakes. So far I've been riding along and I haven't had to put any pressure on the pedals at all. So it has got plenty of power, and I'm still in rear wheel motor mode. Right, okay, so I got the GPS linked up now, so I'll just put it into level 5 just to see how accurate the speedometer is. And we'll see what we'll stop at here. Now, it initially went up to 18.6 on there, and then it cut out and it's gone back down to, well, it hasn't come back on yet because we're doing 16 miles per hour, so it is cutting out at 15.5, but it boosts you past our 15.5 first of all, then it cuts out. Because it is quite a lot of torque, so it gets you up to speed really, really quick. Now, there is a big, massive hill at the end of this road here. It's quite a steep hill. Car coming behind me. There's quite a steep hill coming towards me. Bit of a bump here then. Right in a pothole. Yeah, so there's quite a steep, longish hill. It is quite steep, but if the GPS is working, it should give you an idea of how I get up the hill and how many meters higher I go. Because the camera never shows how steep the hills are. In real life, they're a lot steeper than what I show. So the start of the hill is coming here just in front of us by here, where the track goes back to single track road. Now I'm going to put it in dual motor mode. So I think you press the I button, like so, and they're both flashing now. So I'm assuming that's dual motor mode, because when it's a picture of a bicycle and the wheels are flashing, so I'm assuming the front motor is on. I don't know. because we're locked at 15.5, I didn't feel the boost. So here we go. The hill is starting to get a bit steeper. My legs are going around, but they're just going through the motions, ghost pedaling. At the moment, we haven't slowed down, we're still at 15.5. Yeah, the dual motor must be working because it's keeping me at 15.5. Actually gone up to 16 miles per hour there. It's getting up this hill easy. And this is a steep hill. The 36 volt e-bikes can't get up this hill at all. But this one is just flying up here. It doesn't slow down at all. Now, if I only had the rear motor on, it would have got up here, but it probably would have only got to, it would have probably slowed down to something like, it would have slowed down to something like 10 miles per hour. But with the front motor on as well, plenty of torque, double the torque. Whoa, nice. Right, I'm just using this little bit of a hill by here, going downhill, and I'm just feathering the brakes to get them bedded in a bit. And then when we get to a little bit more of a quieter road, I'll try the brake test, which isn't scientific. I feel like they're going to be good. I'm just trying to check which is the, I think the, let's try that again. Yeah, so the rear brake is on the left side, which is the correct side. And the front brake is on the right side, which is the correct side. So, where do we now? We're in pedal level assist 1. We're in dual motor mode. And it's just, this is a lovely e-bike. Lovely e-bike. And I think for the price, you're getting a lot of e-bike for the money. Right, so just out of curiosity, I'll pull over by here. I'll come to a stop. I'm in gear 1. Let's put it on level 5 and we'll see how quick this pulls off already. So I think it's going to be like, I don't know if it's a half revolution or a full revolution. We'll see. Half a revolution and we're away. And it gets up to speed really quick. It gets up to the 15.5 almost instantaneously. So it's right, I think I'll turn around by here, and then I think we'll, now you've got to remember it hasn't got a wide turning circle because of the bump stops, because it's like the triple tree type forks. So we'll get up to 15.5 by here, make sure there's no cars coming, and then we'll brake. Holy moly, oh my God. Let me just look. You're not going to believe this. You were not going to believe this. You're gonna have to believe it. Look how fast that stopped. I can't believe how fast that bike stopped. That was unbelievable. Well, anyway, that was, get away fly. That was, I'm gonna call that, I'm gonna say that that is the winner of all the e-bikes I've ridden. That one, I'm gonna call that number one. That beats everything. That I've beat it. I think it's the combination of these Kenda tyres and the 203mm disc brakes and 4-pot hydraulic brakes. I didn't have to pull them that hard either. So the brakes are brilliant, fantastic. Right, okay, here we go. We're coming to that hill now, the one we just came up with the dual motor mode. And we'll just go down here. Try not to press the brakes. Whoa. I gotta press the brakes. 26 miles per hour. I can't see what's around the corner, so I gotta press the brakes. Right, here we go again. $27. 36. 37. Now that said, that said, 37 miles per hour on my display on here. So I'm wondering what it actually was on the GPS. I'll find out later when I edit it. Now that wasn't the motor, that was me going down a hill, and that was gravity, just seeing what it was like. Now, I wanted to go down that hill with gravity so you could see how steep that hill was, because you can see by how fast I went down that hill, that would sort of show you how steep that actual hill was. So there we go. And it did say 37 on here, so was it like 35 maybe? We'll find out later. Right, okay, we'll go down by here and we'll try a little bit of the old off-roading, because we have got dual suspension, we've got these fantastic tyres, so we'll give it a go, and we've got plenty of torque. So I'll get up at this road by here, we'll take a left, I'll put it in dual motor mode, and we'll go up the side of the mountain. So I'll press the I button. Well, now we'll dual motor mode. I think I'll leave it on pedal level assist 2, because it feels like it gives you all the torque anyway, so no, I'll put it on level 5 just in case. Yeah, that does feel a bit more powerful. So here we go, up this way here to the left. We're going to go past the logs. And there is plenty of torque in this now, you can feel it. It's going up here easy. It's flying up here. Oh my God. I think it's going a little bit too fast up this hill. Oh, it's getting up here so easy. This is brilliant. Loads of torque. Loads of power. And I just got up there. Just super easy. That was so easy getting up there. And that is steep, I gotta say, it is a steep hill. So I have got a nice view from by here. So if I stop by here and look over that way there, we've been here before, but it's a beautiful day today. The field's been cut and Got a view down that way there, all the hills, Caerphilly over that way, and then Llanbradach and Ystrad up that way, and the old viaduct over there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's an old viaduct that used to come right across there. Anyway, let's carry on doing a bit of off-roading. There are 2 people walking the dogs off the lead, so I'm trying to avoid them because dogs can be unpredictable with e-bikes. So I think they went that way, so I'll go that way. But it got up a hill so easy. It is a great e-bike. Right. Oi. Now the only thing is, if you are on a hill, you have got to get that half a revolution on the crank to get yourself going. That is the downside of not having the thumb throttle, which is supplied. So I'll show you the actual thumb throttle that came with it. I'll put a little clip in now and you can see the thumb throttle, and I'll plug it into the lead, which is down by there. Down by there, look, there's the lead, there's the little thing there, look. You take that off there and you can plug the thumb throttle in. So I'll show it to you with the thumb throttle. Now, the only issue with not using the half twist throttle is that the horn button is actually on the half twist throttle. Wow, that is super loud, and it seems to be like the horn is down in the front light. Now, I will show you, this is locked to 15.5 miles per hour, so let's put it on. I'll put it on the full level 5. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to lift the back up like so you can still see it. So I'm trying to hold the bike and twist the throttle like so, and there we go. That will settle at 15.5, and there we go. So the throttle is actually set at 15.5 at the moment. I don't know how to unlock the bike, but it might be a way of unlocking it somewhere on the internet. Now I've just pulled over to do the seat squish test, so you can see there's my hand. It's a very wide seat, so it's extremely comfortable. Look how squishy that is there, squishy, squishy there, and it's squishy there, right? So it's really wide and squishy, and you've got the dual suspension in the rear, so it is very, very comfortable. Right, there you go then, so let's carry on up here, and we'll have a look what it's like up here. The field is quite dry, because we haven't had much rain this year. I think I'll go to the right. I think I'll carry on down here, I think, somewhere. Right, okay, we got a gate up here in front of us. I'll go through the gate. I think it's another gate. Then there's a steep downhill, so we can test it on the off-road going downhill as well. So let's get through this gate. Now they have left it open, so I can sneak around. And there we go, past the gate. Lovely. Right, okay, so there is another gate by here. Hope it's not too overgrown. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think somebody cut it down a while ago. There's a lot of bricks by here and stones. Let's go over that way there, up over there like that. I gotta say that this bike really smooths out the bumps. You could ride this for miles. Right, here's the other gate. And if I show you by here, open the gate, like that, try and get through. I'll have to put the bike back a bit further. There is a big drop down there. I'm not going down there. I'm going around there and down there. Over that way, down there and around there. Anyway, let's get this gate open. Now, when we get to the bottom of this hill by here, there is that tunnel that I go in. So we'll try and see if I can get down here without falling off. There we go, round the corner. There is a tunnel at the bottom of this dirt track here, so we'll try the headlight and see what the headlight's like. The brakes are fantastic. So this is quite steep as well down here, but no problem for the TESWAY X7 AWD. I gotta say, I'm enjoying myself today. Right, let's go over to the left. here. And there's the tunnel right in front of me. So let's press the headlight button on. And then we'll see what it's like. I can see the headlight already. And we haven't got the tunnel yet. Wait till we get to the dark bit. There we go. Can you see it there, look? I have got it pointing down a little bit low. It could be a bit higher, but you can see it's incredibly bright. Look how bright that is. Fantastic. Oh, there's a big tractory thing coming this way. So let's turn around and disappear and get away from it. Let's go a bit faster. And do a runner from the tractor. Hey! Right, okay, there we go then. That's my review of the TESWAY X7 AWD. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!
When I get older, losing my head,